Let's talk about foreplay. Very different from men and women?
If you go beyond the G spot, there's the A spot, which is like a fan-like structure. And
There's an A spot?
Yeah. An anal orgasm is better than any orgasm, personally, I feel. When you touch yourself without agenda, the body feels safe.
Wow.
Don't just directly penetrate, and men, please don't do that. When you want to shake hands with someone, you just don't grab it. You say, hi, it's nice to meet you.
What she said.
Look into your yoni, face the mirror, and ask, is this for me? And I kid you not, she will answer.
So any question in life I can ask my yoni.
Should I date this boy? It will be a clear yes or no, I guarantee you.
She'll be saying no a lot. Today we're talking about sex as energy, healing, communication and freedom, because honestly most of us were taught how to do math, not how to do intimacy. We can name our body parts, but we can't name our pleasure. We can talk about career goals, but we have no idea of what our orgasm goals are. So I called in the big guns today, or should I say the gentle healer with the bravest job title, a holistic sexologist. Welcome to F for Freedom, Anchal.
Thank you.
You've got this three-pronged thing going, right? Medical, psychological, spiritual. And I love a good threesome of perspectives. So how do you combine all these three modalities in your work of being a holistic sexologist?
When you think about sexologists, people usually think that, it's going to be talk therapy or it's going to be something very medical. Now, if I have to ask you, what is a body? We have a circulatory system that brings blood and oxygen to our genitals. We have a nervous system that regulates safety and arousal. We have a muscular system that has tension and release. And then we also have a mind which has all the memory about what love and pleasure is supposed to be. We have a spirit, and that spirit, I'm not talking about religion. That spirit is your connection to yourself. And when you have sex, all these things come into play. So how can I separate one from another?
So mind, body, spirit, the whole buffet. That's you cover it all.
Yeah.
I don't think there are too many of you. Are there any more of you in India? You're the only one.
I believe in terms of somatic sexology or sexological bodywork, I'm the only one.
Wow. I did well finding you.
If I ask you, how did you learn about sex?
Sadly, I mean, I knew my parents were doing it. One. Second, porn.
And it's the most unrealistic, far-fetched away from reality expectation, I would say.
Yeah.
That we put on ourselves. From men, they've been told harder, faster, longer. You have to have sustained erection.
Yeah.
You can't be vulnerable. Good boys don't cry. So, and when sexual energy is underneath your belly. It's the base. And the emotional aspect is at the belly. Now imagine, so if sexual energy has to rise, it needs to rise from the base
Upwards.
Towards the heart. And imagine living a life where you don't have permission to express your emotions. It will just stay there, repressed, down. And what happens is when something is repressed down, it will not work. It will say, fine, you are not giving me permission to express myself, so I will shut down, I will not work, I will go on strike.
My parents would call my, what's the word, private areas, genitals, they'd call it shame. And my brother's was called, oh look, he's playing with a lully, it was so cute. Mine was shame. So for me, automatically there was a lot of shame attached to sex, and not just me. If I am saying this as a modern progressive woman who's very empowered, I can only imagine what the others must be going through with this. Okay, let me ask you, what is a healthy relationship between us and our genitals supposed to look like?
If you approach your body, see, when you want to know anything or anyone, how would you approach them? If I want to get to know you, can I invite you to love me by shaming you?
No.
I cannot love anything by shaming it and disparaging it. It's the same relationship that I have with my genitals. It's a part of who I am. And when we are born, we are assigned a gender at birth. With that gender also comes a lot of conditioning. Vulvas are supposed to behave this way. Penises are supposed to behave that way. There's a lot of, as I said, conditioning attached to it. What happens with that conditioning? It splits us. There's a diabolical split. It splits us into segregated parts. That I am this and this is this part of me. This genital is separate from me. So if something is ostracized and kept away and not invited, that, hey, I love you, you're a part of me. You have emotions, you have nerves, you have blood flow, you have tissues, you are sensitive. Because as babies, I'm very curious about what it is. But when my curiosity is shamed, and it's not recognized that it's a very innocent part of my body, just because it has pleasant sensation, that's where I feel the depression and the inability to express ourselves and the lack of freedom. That's there.
The lack of freedom is stored as a memory in our genitals, which will then manifest later on in life as not having orgasms,
Dissociation, numbness, pain,
painful sex.
What
else?
Tension in your pelvic floor, clenched jaw,
tension in the pelvic floor,
held breath, tightness in the stomach, tight your anal sphincter, there's chronic tightness. So what happens is you're in a fight and flight mode. When somebody is shocked or somebody is in this survival mode, how can there be connection?
Yeah.
Because I'm told this part of me is not welcome. So I will try to hide it by maybe sucking in my belly. When I suck in my belly or I hold my stomach in, I hold my ass in, everything around me will go into a sympathetic nervous system, which is fight and flight. And I will go into a protective mechanism. When I'm in protection, how can I open myself to a connection?
Let's just talk about this word. I'm not very fond of this word. I don't know why. There's no reason for it. I think it's called yoni. I think my parents called me Shoni at home, so I don't know what the connection is.
Beautiful word. Yeah.
But explained simply, it's the womb, or the creation, the beginning of creation, right? Is that how you would explain yoni or the womb?
I've got a model that I can show you for it.
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
This is a beautiful yoni. It's
cute.
The ecosystem of, I would say, a female body. A yoni this is a vulva. Okay. A vulva has external structures. It also has internal structures. So a yoni comprises of your mons pubis, which has hair, imagine. It has your inner lips, external lips, internal lips. You call it outer labia, inner labia. It has, imagine, now this is not the exact representation of the vulva, but it has the internal structures, which is the clitoris. It has a urethra where you pee from. It has the entrance of your vagina, called the introitus. And the vagina, this is not a vagina. Vagina is that internal structure, is a tubular structure. It's like a passage through which, penetration happens. It's also a passage through which babies are born through.
Yeah.
So that's the tubular structure.
And people call the whole thing vagina because of lack of awareness. It's called the vulva.
Yeah, this is the vulva. And I think in Sanskrit, it's called the sacred space, the yoni. It's the gateway of consciousness, because there's a lot of, when I was understanding sexuality through a shamanic lens, through a spiritual lens, there was a gateway. There's a gateway of pleasure, which means that there's an exercise that I would love women to do here, which is when you want to ask whether you want to do anything or decide anything in life. All you have to do is look into your yoni, face the mirror, and ask, "Is this for me?" And I kid you not, she will answer.
What does that answer feel like or look like? Does she contract suddenly, or does she like?
I mean,
is it a dance happening? Like, whoa, what am I supposed to expect if I do this? Is it a mental telepathic intuition thing?
I think it's a very solid yes, which comes from your being, which is also a part of the work, which is understanding your embodied yes and your embodied no. But to just get a sense of the practice, why I was sharing this exercise was that there is a lot of wisdom in your sex organ that we don't give ourselves permission to access. So regardless whether you want to do this exercise or not, if you test it out for yourself.
Yeah.
See what happens.
No, I think people must do this.
Yeah. And
so any question in life I can ask my yoni.
Should I date this boy? It will be a clear yes or no. I guarantee you.
She'll be saying no a lot.
We just have to wait for the right one, for a nice king to be there.
Okay, so take me through the programs you run. I know you have something called vulva mapping, which is what you just explained to us. You've literally given us the geography of the vulva. How fascinating it is. It's like an architectural project almost. It's so beautifully constructed.
Yeah.
There's geometry in it. There's architecture in it. There's aesthetics in it. There's art in it. I want to say music too. Then you also do yoni massages. And then you do a program called de-armoring, and there's intimacy coaching. So you've shown us vulva mapping, which is basically where you invite women or men to... Do you want to finish the sentence for me?
When you touch yourself without agenda, the body feels safe.
Wow.
So vulva mapping is one of the most powerful tools that I use. It's a trauma-informed approach where a woman systematically touches her body, touches her vulva, to discover the inner landscapes of pleasure and tension both.
Oh.
So there are parts where there could be numbness, there could be dissociation, there could be pain, or there could be pleasure. So what we're doing is, why I encourage women to use their own hands in this discovery process, because you have the highest amount of nerve endings between your vulva and your hands. In your vulva and your hands, the highest amount of nerve endings. And you're kind of creating a mind-body circuitry when touch is taking place. Because when you touch your vulva, you'll find, what sensations are underneath my hands. Is it in terms of the language of sensations, is it hot, is it warm, is it tingling, is it woody, or I feel nothing? When you feel nothing, stay there longer than you usually would, because underneath that numbness there's usually an emotion waiting to be heard or expressed. And then surely that emotion might rise up, and you'll see that fascia, the skin, it just melts away. The tension will just melt away. So that's why you're, easing away the years of guilt, shame, dissociation, numbness, systematically, without agenda. You don't know what you'll find. You're just shaking hands with your vulva.
So they know your vulva.
Yeah.
So what are the pleasure points?
Right.
I've been dying to ask you that this entire episode. Okay.
It's okay. I have to like underline this, that people associate like pleasure, or I would say, paraphrase this, that they think pleasure is only localized in the genitals. It starts in the mind, the pleasure.
Yes.
But it's also, I'll circle back to initially what I was talking about is the nervous system, the peripheral nervous system. You can have an orgasm with kissing. You can have an orgasm
What?
by touching your breast. You can have an orgasm by in your feet as well, because that's where all the nerve endings are.
I need some, just something. Yeah, go on. Listening.
So it's about creating that mind-body circuitry. Of course, this is a very known erogenous zone. Your breasts are erogenous zone. Your ass is erogenous. But my invitation for people is to go beyond the genitals. That's why the education is to discover your body, to create a safe container, to create a safe space where they have full permission to discover what this body is. Because wherever we have our nerves, the accessibility of pleasure is there. But now that we are talking about vulva, I can share some known and some unknown points. I would say the mon pubis, where your hair are, that's neglected. So if you just massage it, don't just directly penetrate, and men, please don't do that. When you want to shake hands with someone, you just don't grab it. You say, "Hi, it's nice to meet you."
What she said. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't just grab, and because if you enter too quickly, too hard, the body will, because women, the anatomy of the body is that we take time, and the vagina kind of opens up, exponentially. So it needs that time to feel, to trust a touch.
Trust, the touch is important. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you trust a touch, that's when your pelvic floor opens up. Then that's when you can lean back. That's when you can access sensations. So it's important to establish safety with touch. Don't rush a woman. Go with the pace of her body. Breathe together. Slow down. Savor.
Yeah, I don't like it when they come kissing and their hands are all over in like 10 seconds, and then you're like, what's going on? Like, if they had more than 2 hands, there would be 8. It would be an octopus.
Yeah, if I had to crunch all my education, my years of education in one sentence, it would be like, please slow the F down.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
They're always in a hurry.
No.
Okay, so then?
Okay. So the mons pubis.
Yeah.
A nice would be one area. Your lips. And I would say do a feather-like touch.
Oh.
Yeah, just when you want to imagine this is like a flower.
Yeah.
When it opens up, when you touch, it's kind of just opens up like that.
Okay, so this opens up with safe touch.
But right now when you want to map the pleasure,
okay,
it's through a gliding soft touch.
Okay.
So that's your vaginal lips, I would say the inner and the outer lips.
Yeah.
Then of course you have your introitus, but the G spot that everybody wants, that dying, most men.
Yeah, yeah.
I do feel personally it's overrated. There are many other spots inside your vulva that are worthy of being touched. But it's just if you enter, it's at the front wall, anterior wall. Just I would say 2 inches or 1 knuckle down.
Okay.
It's here, and it's like a come hither invitation that you can do.
Yeah, like a hook.
A hook.
Yeah.
But if you go beyond the G spot, there's the A spot, which is like a fan-like structure, and
There's
that's
an A spot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anterior fornix, it's called, and then this is the fan-like structure. That's what mostly. I don't know if I should say that, but in tantric massages, that's what they use a lot. And that kind of opens up.
Wow, fascinating. I know nothing. I really know nothing.
But my invitation is to be curious and just find out what it means for you. Because when we become the agency of our own pleasure and body, we can easily navigate our partners. It's when we think that it's our partner's job to give us pleasure.
Yeah.
And it's also a lot of pressure for them to figure it out.
It is. I'm with you on that. Yeah.
And when I take the responsibility, no, it's my body, I need to know what I like, what I love. I drop unhelpful behavior around sex and sexuality. I no longer need another partner to satisfy me sexually because I'm capable of doing it for myself. And with that ease and choice, I have more freedom.
I know a lot of men are right now applauding because, like, hallelujah, it takes a lot of pressure on us to know how to pleasure a woman. But if the woman can tell the man, this is what I like, and vice versa, if the man can tell the woman what he likes, which men are very good at, I've noticed, but women tend to not know. And out of ignorance, they can't really enlighten the man then.
And there's not enough encouragement for discovery.
Yeah.
Because what we spoke about with the shame and conditioning. And that's why what I do matters, because I create a safe space for women to come and I guide them, and my work is trauma informed, and I guide them to understand the landscape of their pleasure. And it's a full permission space for them to be at ease without the need to do anything.
The clitoris we know has some 8,000 nerve endings. You said, or I know this fact. It's been designed purely for pleasure. It serves no other purpose. Medically, I don't think it serves any other purpose.
Well, the clitoris is highest amount of nerve endings. Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking about, is there any other thing?
I'm thinking from a divine construction point of view. It's very clearly sending a very strong signal that this is for pleasure. And we have shunned pleasure and repressed it and suppressed it and made it like chi-chi, right? Gandhi baat, dirty, or we've done all that. But this is it cannot be a clearer signal from the creator that pleasure is your birthright.
Yeah.
So what are the men's erogenous points then? We've discussed women's erogenous points. What about men? I don't have a penis for you.
I think so. If anybody knows, men's have glands. They have a shaft. The scrotum is lovely, and the perineum is there. But I don't know if it's...
Anyone who's called a scrotum lovely.
Lots of nerves ending.
Okay, so a lot of nerve endings at the scrotum.
Yeah, so you can just pull the skin tenderly. I wish I had should we just, if this were your balls, scrotum, I would say, if you could just make it into a sack.
Yeah.
And just kind of with the dab, what are these called? Pads of your hands.
Yeah.
Just kind of gently massage them. They're sensitive.
So the men enjoy that.
Yeah, but it is a particular way of doing that. You're welcome to come to me and I'll teach you. I would say just glidely with the pads of your finger. The frenulum is, and you can Google where these parts are. The glands, the shaft, the scrotum. The perineum is a very erogenous zone where you can it's the area... I would say the perineum, the base of the shaft, and your anus. It's that little slice of membrane that is very pleasurable. And the ass.
What?
The ass.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Highest amount, it's a blood flow in the ass because there are no bones. It's tissues. An anal orgasm is better than any orgasm, personally, I feel, for both men and women. Because it gives you, I've got you, babe. Relax. And I'll talk about the gift of anal pleasure. What it does is, it brings up into safety. As a child, if I shock you, your ass will crunch, right?
Right.
And I'll be like, oh, I want to either punch you or I want to run away. When I want to punch you or run away, your, what is the hormone that gets high?
Adrenaline, did I get that right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a protective mechanism.
Yeah.
I cannot connect with you because I want to protect myself. My defenses are up. Okay. When I breathe into my ass, when I open up, it's like, imagine, we could do this, right?
No. No, but I'm listening.
When you breathe into your ass...
You're naughty.
No, the anal sphincter, they just open up and they signal you're safe. When you're safe, you're in your rest and digest. What happens is there's a signal which is shot right up to the spine, into your brainstem, and it opens up your nervous system to access more sensation, to access more orgasmicity. And that's the pleasure.
I've heard this before. I won't deny this. Most men don't want anything near their ass.
Yeah.
And a lot of women are averse to it as well.
Yeah.
And now you are saying that's
Yeah.
the most pleasurable point.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because it's the taboo. It's also how our caregivers talk about our genitals and our body parts, our entire chichi, ass, because it's supposed to excrete and it's supposed to have your rectum is through which, you know, the stuff comes out, where you what is the word? Where you excrete, right? But the anus itself is the most um, regulating part of your body because it constantly signals when you are safe and when you are not.
So what are the kinds of orgasms a woman can have? What are the kinds of orgasms a man can have?
So with the breath work that I was talking about, tools, which is sound, breath, placement of attention, movement, touch, you create a circuitry of accessing sensation in the body. When that circuitry is fully alive, you can have full body orgasms. So the capacity.
Can you explain each orgasm and what you mean by? I mean, there are women I know who've never had an orgasm in their life. So now you're saying there are types of orgasms. So I know that there is a clitoral orgasm, and I know 85% of the women have clitoral orgasms. Only 15% actually have vaginal orgasms. Now you're saying there's an anal orgasm as well for both men and women. So that's 3.
Inside a woman, there is an A spot orgasm. There is a P spot orgasm, which is right next to the cervix, or an X spot orgasm. There is a G spot orgasm. There is a K spot orgasm, which is a tantric orgasm for women. It's variety.
Any alphabet not used in this?
Yeah.
So how many total? Give me like a number. Again, how many types of orgasms? So there's A, K, X, G.
A, K, X, P, G. There's the breast orgasm. You can have orgasm by kissing. I've not experienced this before, but under the knee and perineum, as 10 for now that I can recall. Yeah. Isn't this like a invitation to
come to you? Yeah.
Also, like, if by end of this podcast, if women and men both get curious about their bodies and just start to explore touch with themselves, relearn how to, approach their body as vessel of curiosity.
Yeah. It's to build a beautiful symbiotic relationship with the body. But what about men?
For men, I would say the anal orgasm and generally men, the way they've learned orgasm is through ejaculation.
Yes.
Like this is but they can rotate the sexual energy within the body through, it's called the microcosmic breath, that they do not need to ejaculate but ejaculate, that use that sexual life force energy within the body for extended and expanded orgasm.
And this also you can help people with.
Yeah. It's through somatic tools, which we spoke about. So,
and all this can happen through breath work, through your fascia massages, because that releases the
simple,
trauma.
5 things: breath,
yeah,
sound, movement, placement of attention, touch. That's the foundation. That's the principle of pleasure. Pleasure is based on these 5 principles.
My God, I think the human race needs more of you. I don't even think women, I think even men have complete disassociation from their bodies, and they don't even know how beautiful pleasure is, and how we are tapping only maybe 50% of it or 60% of it. There's a whole 40 other percent that we haven't tapped into because we don't know it exists. How does then a man learn about intimacy and sex, and how does a woman learn about this? If it's not coming from our school, it's not coming from our parents, it's not coming from YouTube or from porn for sure, then who do we go to? There's only one of you in this country.
I think your body is your teacher.
Okay.
If you slow down enough, give yourself permission and start with touch. Start with touching yourself and staying longer at a position and stay there. We rush for an experience. We become goal oriented. The whole aspect of porn is performance, externalizing, chasing something.
But that's like life, right? Everyone's hustling and chasing the next goal, the next dream, the next bag to buy, the next speakers to buy, the next Jordans to buy. Everyone's in this rush, and that doesn't, when it comes to sex, you're not going to suddenly say, I'm not going to rush, right?
That's
You're
the
trying to tell me
repatterning. That's the re-education. The somatic re-education happens
that
here.
you do.
Yeah.
So you're trying to tell me that people need to now start being intimate and having sex without rushing for an orgasm as the only goal.
Yeah, that's called mindful masturbation, or that's called I would say re-education, or somatic re-education regarding touch, intimacy, or pleasure. That's if I have to redefine it. When you touch without agenda, the body feels safe. It opens up.
Oh, okay.
Your pelvic floor, the muscles in your pelvic floor relax. You begin to trust the touch that is being done to you, whether it's your own touch or a partner's touch.
So, talking about safety, there are a number of men who I've spoken to, and I've said, women just need to feel safe. And the man's reaction has been, what do you mean feel safe? I'm not hitting anyone. I'm letting her be. How am I not giving her safety? I said, I can't explain it. I said, emotional safety is not always about physical safety. Physical safety, of course, you can't hit a woman and then expect her to want you in bed. It's not going to happen. But what is emotional safety? How do I tell my guy friends and explain emotional safety to them?
Yeah, okay. What will help you relax in the company of another?
No judgment.
Yeah. And?
When I was in my 20s, I was very afraid of sexually being expressive because I was very afraid they're going to judge me and call me loose. So that was something that was playing in my mind. I never really enjoyed it because of that. Then I got older and it became more about body shaming. I was gaining weight and I was not liking my body. And I was very afraid of the stretch marks and the scars. Only later on I realized that men don't even look at the scars and the stretch marks. They don't even notice it. They're so agenda and goal oriented that this is not even in their focus. So yeah, I think I've this feeling that they'll judge me. Feeling of, he's not going to like me because of the scars on the body. Those kind of body shaming, judgment things don't make a woman feel safe.
There is an internal dialogue that happens with respect to our attunement with our bodies.
Yeah.
When I feel celebrated, when I feel safe that, hey, you're not going to rush me, you're going to meet me at my emotional pace. When I'm like, darling, I'm not ready, I need time. Sweetie, I'm not ready, I need time.
Yeah.
I ease. I begin to trust. And when I say, I don't like doing this, my boundaries are respected. That is what safety is.
Boundaries need to be respected, and consent is also important, I'm guessing.
Yeah. What will and will not happen. A lot of people, when I say, you need to create a safe container for both, because women also, they compare men, they want them to perform.
Yeah.
So the idea is to take the performance out of your experience. It's not about performance.
So you're saying the moment you take the performance out of the experience, it feels safe for both.
It feels, and talk about what is alive, because what you desire now in this moment will change the next second. Your desires are only alive and active in this moment. What are you desiring right now? So the conversation about how would you like me to touch you? How would you like to touch me? No one is a mind reader. No one comes with a Bible of how to touch you. If I know what I like and I can communicate that with a partner, that's the communication piece in terms of creating safety. The other piece in creating safety is consent and boundaries. What I'm willing to do with a full heart.
मुझे examples दो ना boundaries देने के, because boundaries we keep saying. But what is a boundary? अभी guy is making out with a woman, or a woman making out with a man, then suddenly
the conversation needs to happen before you start making out.
So what are the if before a man and a woman, and I'm using man and woman because that's my experience, before a man and a woman decide to through consent decide to have sex, what is the conversation ideally that they should have?
Okay. Where it could be, is there any area where you don't want to receive touch first?
Is there any area where you don't want to receive touch? Wonderful. Okay.
what is juicy for you, or where do you want to be touched, or is there anything, a specific desire that's coming up for you right in this moment?
In this moment, okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
Could you demonstrate if I'm a new partner, or maybe what sort of touch would you like to receive? Could you demonstrate on my hand the pressure that you like? It helps me if you teach me what you like, because
that makes me feel safe that he wants to know.
Yeah, because the idea is I'm on your team. I don't want to take from you.
I'm not in it to win it. I'm in it for both of us.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I feel like sometimes they do everything that they're supposed to do, like a tick off, and you feel it.
Yeah.
You know when it's coming from, I'm here, I'm in it, let's do this. I might not meet you ever again.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not the point.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I want to attach myself. No. In this moment, are you fully in it?
I will play.
Yeah.
Just play.
Just play.
Because you're doing it for connection. You're doing it for aliveness. You're celebrating what's underneath, what's running through this energetic life force or this erotic life force, which is a part of who you are. Just celebrate that.
So can you explain to the men at how their masculinity will feel so empowered if they actually let the woman be? Don't call her too much or too little or not enough or too loose or too easy, and just let her flourish and show you her sexuality and her goddessness, in the bedroom, how that will empower his masculinity and not the opposite.
Oh, yeah. When a woman feels safe, her entire nervous system opens up like this blooming, blossoming flower. And that capacity of the elixir, the juiciness, the invitation, because the yoni are made to suck, to invite you, the entire being of a man inside of them. And that sense of unity, that unification, that I've got you, let's do it together. It's, I don't even have words to express.
Why is it so hard to find this?
Yes, it's attunement. It's attunement of two beings together, celebrating each other.
Can women also make men feel emotionally unsafe?
Yes, by comparison, by gaslighting them, by telling them they're not good enough, by not giving them safety to express their emotions. Because in the end, your body needs safety, and men are no different than women in that case.
I get that. Understood. Let's talk about foreplay. Okay. Very different for men and women?
The access to the blood flow, it's easier with the penis, where the blood and the oxygen rushes faster to the body. So the engorgement happens faster. Women take time because we need sufficient time we need to feel safe.
Yeah.
Then the blood kind of rushes slowly to the engorgement happens. Roughly, I would say 30 to 35 minutes of foreplay is required. And when it's required, the elasticity of the vagina, the whole suction effect, that's how it happens. So physically, yes, we need more time for foreplay. So I would say that's the answer.
It's different. You need more time for foreplay.
Yeah. So the sexual experiences can be like fast food, where you just gobble up something like high impact, lot of excitement, electricity.
Quickie?
Yeah, exactly. And then our favorite, what was the word?
Gourmet?
No.
Adrenaline. Yeah, we're both struggling over this word today. Okay.
That's the contributing hormone. That's a hormone at play.
So fast food is adrenaline.
Yes.
Okay.
And the second one is slow cooked, simmered, savored,
gourmet. Nice.
Now with gourmet sex, that's oxytocins.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you enjoy, that you want to savor. And you'll remember this experience. You'll probably carry the sensation in your body for a long time.
Okay.
And the third one is that gives you poison, like food poisoning. And that's cortisol. You don't want to have food only. You don't want to have sex because cortisol is a libido killer. When you're really stressed, your blood will not flow into your penis. You'll have premature ejaculation or you have erectile dysfunction. Because what's happening is okay, I'll give you an example. When you have a penis is a bunch of tissues, blood vessels, and for example, if this is this body, the blood wants to enter the blood vessels, but it's stressed. What happens? It tightens up. The blood cannot pass into the vein, into the tissues, right? It will not get engorged. It will be limp. Yeah, it will not function because of the high stress.
Flow is blocked.
Yeah, high. You can say, yeah, the flow is blocked, and that's what happens with when there is a stress in the body, the cortisol effect of it, and one of the contributing hormones is for non-functioning or erectile dysfunction is cortisol. In that sense.
Too much cortisol or
Stress.
creates erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
Oof, tough one for men also, huh?
I see in my clinic, I see the whole spectrum of premature ejaculation, erectile dysfunction, mismatched libido, postpartum issues, chronic pelvic pain, and most often with couples work, it's sexless marriage. But these are the symptoms. They are the conditions. Behind them, it's the story of the body that wants to be shared. It's not that our body is broken. It's just, a clenched jaw, a held breath, tightness in the pelvic floor. These are love letters from our subconscious telling us, I need your attention.
Yeah, makes sense.
As children, we are belly breathers.
Yeah.
When we breathe deeply, we can access that aliveness. And that aliveness, as an adult, you can call it your creative force energy, your eros, your erotic energy. But it's that sense of aliveness and creativity that lies in the base. But as we grow old, we are conditioned to not be ourselves. Keep quiet. Don't speak too much.
लोग क्या कहेंगे और good people don't cry, good boys don't cry, good girls don't complain. Yeah.
So then we start breathing from the chest. And then when you cut yourself off from that state, which tells you, it's like your signal of, I want to do this, I want to do that. It's your, I would say, your body compass. When you cut yourself from that intelligence of the belly and become shallow breathers, then you become more disembodied, more mental. So the breath is the first way to bring yourself back into your body. Easefully breathe into the heart, breathe into your belly, breathe into your base. And I kid you not, there's so much of information that you will know. Areas where you're carrying tension, area where you have ease, area that you would have not even acknowledged before. So that's the work of breath.
I'm just checking my breath.
That sense of belonging and that ease that we feel within ourselves, we try to get it from something else. So that's why we have addictions, porn, food, sex, men. We externalize pleasure. But pleasure is available to us through our breath, through our sound, through our movement, through placement of attention. And that's somatic. That's the somatic education about sexuality, is to understand sexuality through your own felt senses, with your direct pleasure.
So in short, just connect more with your body and be more aware of it.
Yes, awareness through body.
Awareness through body. So you don't just medically fix people. You're not a doctor. You go spiritual, psychological. Could I call you like a mix between Osho and Freud?
Yeah, that's a nice analogy.
So when you say spiritual healing around sexuality, are we talking energy? Are we talking womb healing? Are we talking don't touch yourself, beta wala conditioning? What are we talking?
I mean, spirituality is not like lighting an incense and expecting miracles to happen.
Yeah.
It's actually attunement to your wisdom of your body. It's to slow down and listening to these somatic, I would say, voices It's attunement to the listening when the body is saying, I don't want to do this. But you push it regardless and do it. The body will remember, hey, buddy.
I told you I don't want to do this,
Yeah.
and you still did it.
And what happens when you constantly override your body? It will say, मैंने नहीं बात करनी तेरे से. तू मेरी बात सुनता ही नहीं है, या तू मेरी बात सुनती ही नहीं है. I will go on strike. I will not function for you. So when it say, hey, I want to have amazing sensations, I want to have amazing orgasm, they're like, no. Why should I?
So if you deny yourself pleasure, then your pleasure organs are going to pretty
Go
much
on
say
strike.
WTF, F.
Yeah. When I have a healthy relationship with my pleasure, emotionally, I drop off a lot of people-pleasing abilities.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'm reclaiming parts of
So
me.
pleasure and people pleasing are connected?
Yeah, because if I am always putting somebody else's pleasure
First.
Yeah. And when I reclaim that pleasure, I have boundaries. I understand my needs better. I can express my boundaries because I'm putting myself and my needs in charge of myself. And then that kind of ripples through work. It helps you become a better parent. It would also help you exercise your boundaries in a better way. So, if you stop shaming and stop having guilt around one area of your life, it travels through all the other areas.
Trickles through everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. The sexual abuse trauma is stored where?
It's everywhere. So the 3 point which I can tell you, it's the sternum next to the heart, which is grief. Yeah. The stomach is that a sense of when you say helplessness. Yeah. That you lose sovereignty, you lose your agency.
Okay.
And on the around the uterus, it's not feeling safe. Yeah, and there is your pubic bone. Again, it has to do with safety. If there are children which come from families where there have been violence, it's stored in your hips. So there are like markers, trauma markers in the body. So with this trigger point body work, I help them release that.
You're also an intimacy coach. Couples come to you asking you for guidance and help because their sex lives have gone down the drain. They've not had sex for many, many years and they want to revive their relationship. What happens in marriages? Is it the kids that come in? Because clearly just satin sheets and candles is not going to work anymore, right? So what do they need to do? And how do you help them?
So mental load is the number one intimacy killer. When you have cortisol or stresses in your life, where is there an opportunity to connect? And the desire does not die, it just shifts. And when you have sex as an obligation and routine, or it's more functional, it becomes boring. So either one of them do not want to do it. What I advise couples in this case is to have play. Invite curiosity. Stay curious with each other.
So cute. How?
Okay, so there's a game which I practice. So if you and I were a couple, I would take a timer of 3 minutes each, and I would prompt. It's a prompt question, and the prompt is where one partner asks the other, "How would you like to touch me for the next 3 minutes?"
Okay. Is it weird that I'm getting all warm and squirmy right now? Okay, but I'm playing with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Your bodies have changed. Your hormones have changed. You are re-establishing connection in a playful way.
Beautiful.
And you're inviting play. And with play, there is ease.
Wow. So you just make them play with each other to re-establish curiosity and connection.
As a starting off point. So there are 2 questions in this. The first question is, I want to do what I like to you.
Yeah.
You can do what you like to me.
Okay.
So the questions are, the first prompt is, Shonali, how would you like to touch me for the next 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Because most often in couples, or we are not encouraged to express our desires and our needs. and we receive a lot of touch passively. You know, we receive touch or tolerate touch, which doesn't feel good, doesn't feel great. So this is an opportunity to get clear about our desires.
Communication is important.
Yeah, and also our boundaries.
Yeah.
Because when I'm telling you, honey, you can touch me. How would you like to touch me for your pleasure? And you'd be like, oh, I would love to actually glide my hands up and down your back because it will make me feel good. Because it's for me. I want to touch you. This is the way I want to touch you.
Yeah.
You have a safe space for your expression. And I don't have to say yes immediately. I have to listen. I have to respect what my capacity is. Can I give in to your desire with a full yes? If not, I'll say, sorry, sweetie, can you ask for something else? So you're not shutting your partner down. You are negotiating with desires.
Okay, so what if he says, I want you to suck my toe? And
Okay.
she's not comfortable sucking the toe.
So that's the thing, because who's the gift for? For you.
Yeah.
Right? If you want to ask for me, like, can I have 1 kilo of rice, but I only have half kg. My capacity is only half kg, na? So you have to respect the capacity of the receiver.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say, darling, I would love to, but right now I don't have the capacity. Could you ask for something else?
Okay.
I'm not shutting you down.
Fair. I understand. So this game is very important between couples.
Because it helps you value. First, notice what is an authentic desire which is coming.
Got it.
Start trusting your desire. You know, the information that your body is giving you, that I really would like to do this. Trust it, value it, and express it. That's when reliability, trust, deeper intimacy begins. And that's like the starting point. And if you want to know more, just come to me.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please, because I think you've got very simple, pragmatic solutions, and you're also dealing with the person's trauma. So you're able to combine all three modalities. It's beautiful what you're doing. Anchal, I think you're doing fantastic work, and the work you're doing is so powerful. And that's something that I've not just gathered from this episode, but I've also met some of your clients who swear by you. So she is operating out of Bengaluru and Mumbai.
Thank you.
To all of you, I would like to remind you, just subscribe to the channel. I know you like the video, but also subscribe. It really helps the algorithm reach out to more people. Thank you. Bye.